Oh yeah, everybody knows this opening. It's one of those songs that defines what new wave even sounds like. And what most people don't know, the guy who wrote it isn't even the guy singing it. And so, damn, I had no idea. I thought Rick Ocasek sang every Cars song.
Really, I definitely didn't. I knew there were two different voices, but it took me a long time to learn the second guy's name. So, I actually prefer him. I prefer his singing to Rick Ocasek. It's a lot less. I don't know, nasally or something, but
okay. Yeah, so we're talking about the bassist Ben Orr, who really only sang like a couple of tracks. I think he did. Yeah. Was it Drive? And this one. Usually in all those music videos, you see it's Rick Ocasek, not Ocasek, as I always thought as I was researching this. It's Ocasek.
Might have been Candy O, I think.
Yeah, maybe. So, of course, we're talking about the Cars, Just What I Needed. So this is a song we're doing this week on the Rock Fossils. Here I'm Alex, and here with Trevor again. We're going to get a little bit into this song. So, like I said, Rick Ocasek wrote it, and he handed the vocal to Ben Orr, the bass player, because he thought the song needed a good voice, whatever that means. So,
I know what it means.
I don't know where does this song fit into your. I know you're a big Cars fan. Is this one of your favorite Cars songs?
I am. It's one of my top 5 all-time songs. It's
all time. Wow.
All-time top 5. I know. Well, crazy, huh? And it's funny because the lyrics are so simplistic, I guess you could say. They don't really. It's not a deep story,
no.
But I just love the instrumentation. I love the way the guitars play off each other. I love the drums and the bass too. I think it's put together well. I think the guitar solo. I think Elliot Easton is just an understated lead guitar player.
Yeah, underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
For sure. He was not a flashy guitarist. And most of the leads in the songs were like, maybe 10 seconds at most.
Very short.
Yeah, but really
short.
profound, like really, really well structured. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he mixed in a lot of not just pentatonic, not just mixolydian. He just put everything together and strange parts of keys for just a moment. It's he's one of my favorite to learn for sure.
Yeah. So little history about the Cars. Stupid name, kind of. I think they just pulled it out of the air. Had nothing to do with their affinity for vehicles or anything like that. But band that I'd say kind of took the rock world by storm when their first album hit in 1978. I still remember my friend Pete, when I was growing up on Long Island, Pete was walking up the street with a boombox on his shoulder, which is something you did back in those days. And he was cranking Let the Good Times Roll off that first album. And I was just like, what the hell is that? It sounded so different. Yeah, I mean, although I have to confess at the time, I was not a big fan of the Cars back in the day until later when I learned to really appreciate what, for me is power pop.
Power pop.
Yeah. So, it's interesting, like Rivers Cuomo from Weezer, when he was growing up, he was like, that was why he got Rick Ocasek to produce Weezer's, I think, first album.
Really?
And you can really see that DNA from the Cars to Weezer, I think. But Ocasek and Ben Orr met in Cleveland in the 1960s. They knocked around together for years. They actually had a folk rock band called Milkwood that flopped big time. Then they had one called Richard and the Rabbits that had future Cars keyboardist Greg Hawkes on it. And then along came Elliot Easton on guitar in a band called Cap'n Swing, and labels kept passing. So Ocasek kind of mixed things up. Around 1976, Ben Orr moved to bass. David Robinson joined on drums, and that became the Cars, sort of a Boston band, but this song wasn't recorded there. Ocasek wrote Just What I Needed in the basement of a commune he was living in Newton, Massachusetts in 1977. So there's the lore.
That sounds very musician-like.
Yeah. So So these guys, they'd been kicking around a while. They're actually, most of them were in their mid 30s when they got their first album together, which is ancient for the rock world, right?
Very much so, yeah. Usually it's guys out of high school with a score to settle with the world and some kind of message to project out into the world. But yeah,
And a ton
the
of
Cars
energy.
didn't really seem to have a message. They were all over the place.
Yeah.
And they kind of lost me by their fourth album. I loved their first one, and Candy-O was pretty good, and then the third one got very bubblegum poppy, and then after that I stopped listening to them. I didn't find them as a driving of a band as they were initially.
So do you remember what the first song you heard was?
Yeah, Candy-O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the gym at high school.
In gym, okay.
In the gym. In the class gym, in the gym.
Yeah. So getting back to this Elliot Easton on there, the solos, we talked a little bit about that. You said you think of him as a humble lead player. What do you mean by that?
Well, I've watched a lot of his. I've watched a lot of him on YouTube. He is asked to go through his solos and explain them, and he's just he looks down. He's very, very reserved, very introverted, very humble about his solos. He's like, let me see if I can remember it. And he's not an entertainer. He's like I've always felt. I want to be back without a spotlight on me, just making music. I don't want anyone to see me. And he strikes me as that kind of person. Although usually a lead guitar player wants to be out there,
Yeah. So you're saying he was more of a John Entwistle of guitar players?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was more like that. That's definitely my vibe too. I like to kind of be in the background.
Yeah.
But then the sound guy would turn his volume up and he would shred for 15 to 20 seconds and then go back to, being kind of background. And you can hear that in Just What I Needed. The solo's pretty loud, but then there's this stuff going on during the chorus that's very, very, very light. I do it in the split screen that I play for this episode, and you'll hear it a lot louder. I played a lot louder than he did, but your brain's going to recognize it, even though you never have heard it. You've never thought you've heard it, but you have. Yeah.
Okay. So in digging around, reading about this song, Ocasek said he had the Velvet Underground Sister Ray playing in his head while he wrote it. And so that's where the wasting all my time line comes from. And also the opening riff bars from Yummy, Yummy, Yummy by Ohio Express. I mean, that was a really, corny bubblegum hit from 1968. So there's the cool new wave surface and this kid's, radio hook. And the lyric plays as a backhanded love song. Like you said, it's fairly, the lyrics are very, very thin, but the singer just keeps saying he doesn't mind someone hanging around and wasting his time.
Yeah.
So either, it's a polite complaint or I don't know. But yeah, it's not something like you're going to dig into the meaning of the lyrics too big. So what would you say, what do you think is the appeal of this just sonically?
I think they had a really good combo of the way the guitars work together is especially cool with the lead doing some and the rhythm guy just going.
Yeah,
it's very simple, and the lead is adding some extra notes in there. The keyboards are kind of a little more subdued in this one, which is just fine with me. I'm kind of a 2 guitar, 1 drummer, 1 bassist kind of guy. That's the bands I like the most. Keyboards are fine. If they're done well.
Well, it was a big part of the Cars' sound for sure.
For sure.
And Ocasek was playing rhythm.
Yep. He was playing rhythm, and at the end of the song, the lead guitar actually joined in with the keys. It's hard to hear, but the guitar actually joined in with the keys on that one and hit all those
hear
notes.
That in a sec. So this was recorded in February 1978 at AIR Studios in London. It was produced by Roy Thomas Baker, who'd made his name on Queen Records, and it was the first song that they tracked for that first album. So they were tight from playing it live so much that the whole band cut the basic track fast, and then they layered the guitar and vocal overdubs on top. Came out as a single in May of 1978, a few days before the album itself. So it only hit number 27 on the Hot 100, but it's really become the song people think about when you think of the Cars. So, they had a lot of pretty big hits, but this is definitely one that just really sings the Cars.
27, huh? Is that all?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Maybe a slow burn. It got more popular later on. So,
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and hear your performance of doing this in split screen. So you'll see the lead on one side and rhythm on the other. So we'll see you on the other side.
On the other side.
Kinda lose my mind.
right. Well, let's break this down musically. Nice job on that. And one of the things that we were talking about before was the solo, which it's really impressive. And Easton said that he had it fully composed. It wasn't improvised. He had it like nailed. Does it sound like that to you? Like it was something that note for note was ready to go?
It does. When I saw him live with some other guys from Summit High School, they played exactly every note was exactly the same. There was none of that, concert breakout stuff that you hear from most bands. They played every song. They might as well have just played their record. I mean, it was so perfect. But it was interesting, when I watched him on YouTube describe the solo, he's so accurate in his bends. He's bending up a whole step on a lot of notes, and it sounds like he's playing a different fret, and he's actually not, and that makes the solo pretty hard to play because you have to accurately be bending quickly and moving all over the neck simultaneously, and that impressed me about it. When I first learned it, I was like, I cannot do that, and I just kept at it. It's a
really cool sound.
Yeah, it's unique, and the way it finishes off with that kind of country walk up, he blends a lot of styles together in a very, very short solo.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody describe the Cars as anything remotely country. So you have to tell me.
It's a pretty, that kind of is kind of a countryish kind of walk up.
Yeah, I guess I can hear that. So, but yeah, I was at that concert I was probably 1980, 81, 82, something like that.
Did I drive you down there?
I don't know. A bunch of us went down.
Yeah.
And of course I was left cold by that concert because I was a big Deadhead at the time, and I was like, I thought I'd go to a live concert to hear something different than what I hear on the album. And that was not the Cars. I mean, they came out and they played it just the way you wanted it, if you were a Cars fan. So
I was impressed that they could sound that good. Usually stadium is just kind of like a wall of noise, and it was kind of impressive that they could make it sound as like the album.
Yeah.
So I was impressed by that, but it was kind of boring in a way because it was just so clinically done.
It was, yeah. They, to me, it looked like they were phoning it in, but that's, however.
They didn't jump around like Angus, from AC/DC or anything.
No. So you also tell me that your favorite solo by Elliot is on a song called "It's All I Can Do," which I think of as kind of a slower song, and I can't remember what that lead sounds like.
I'll give you a quick sample. It's. I think I call that their prettiest song. That's just a part of it, but it's such a pretty song. It's very simple. It's more simple than just what I needed, but I think it's worth a listen. And the guitar solo is a knockout. It doesn't really fit in with this mellow song, and then he just shreds this quick solo, and then they're back to this pretty little jingle.
Okay. So getting back to Just What I Needed, what were the guitars that were being played on this? It was a Telecaster?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I looked that up. The rhythm was played on a neck humbucker. So that would be something along these lines. Maybe if the volume was on. A little more distortion. So neck pickup would be this one. This would be the bridge pickup, and the solo was done on the bridge pickup with more distortion. To cut through a little bit more. So yeah, and that was done on a single coil guitar, like I believe it was a Telecaster.
Okay.
Thunder Telecaster. Which this is not, but I've got all kinds of effects at my feet here that you can't see.
So, Just What I Needed was the first of 13 top 40 singles for the band. Put them on the map before the album even shipped. It was ranked number 369 from Rolling Stone on their 500 greatest songs of all time. It's, I guess, not bad.
Depends on how many songs are totally, in total.
Tens of thousands or something.
Yeah.
So it was part of their set when the Cars were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2018, which seemed a little bit late. You usually qualify after, 25 years from your first album. But the song's been covered over the years by The Strokes, The Killers, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's shown up in movies like Boys Don't Cry and 200 Cigarettes. It's been heard on Bob's Burgers and Circuit City. Even built
bar band.
An ad campaign around the title. Yeah. So, Ocasek kept sole songwriting credit for every song that the Cars recorded through the band's whole run, which apparently some of the other members were like, "Hey, I kind of worked on some of that too." And but anyway, he had all those credits, and Ben Orr did sing lead on Drive, which I didn't know this was the band's biggest hit. But he died. He was the first to go. He died of pancreatic cancer in 2000 at 53, so he never got to see the band's Hall of Fame induction. The band reunited briefly in 2010, 2011 for one last album called Move Like This, which I don't think anybody paid much attention to. But then they went to the Rock Hall of Fame in 2018, and Ocasek died in 2019 at 75. So, yeah, it's kind of Cars are definitely done. We're not going to see any reunion concerts from them, right?
No, I don't think so. Didn't Rick marry Paulina Porlikova?
Yeah. I think they were divorced when he died, but she was still by his side even then.
They were buds. That's good.
Yeah, I remember reading. So, the Cars were, such a distinct sound. It was minimalist in a lot of ways, but it had this, this really interesting mix of, the keyboards, which were very kind of 80s sounding for sure, 70s, 80s sounding. I was remembering when I wrote a review of their album "Shake It Up" in Tiger Tracks at Summit High when it came out.
I remember it perfectly.
I wrote that it sounded like my niece on her Fisher Price organ.
Bubblegum pop, slop, something or other. Yeah,
I was a jerk.
But like I said, as the albums went on, they got more and more away from. I think "Just What I Need" is their most rock-ish song.
Really.
And as the albums continued, they got more and more pop, more keyboardy, more electronica sort of vibe, which is not my thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I was asking you about. I happened to be listening to another Cars song, "Shake It Up," and I was blown away by the lead on that. That one's even more impressive than the one on this one, I think.
It is. After you told me that, I started learning it last night. I got about 20 seconds in. Well, let me take that back. About 5 seconds in, about 20 minutes of time. But I'll get it.
All right.
We're not going to do it though. I don't think we're going to do it on the show.
Yeah.
I just want to learn it because it's hard.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're the Rock Fossils talking about the Cars, Just What I Needed, and we'll be back soon with another episode. And I think we're still wrangling over what song that's going to be. But thanks for joining us. And
send suggestions. We'd love to hear what you'd like to see played.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next time.
See you later.